So you want a gaming PC but you don't want to spend above $1,000, then this video is for you. I update this list every single month, so if you can find the right PC for you on this video, don't worry because you have plenty of videos in the future, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button if you want to get notified when I upload those videos. And if your budget is not mentioned on this video, don't worry about it because I have a bunch of gaming desktops that I recommend you buying for every single budget basically down below in the description as well with these PCs that I'm about to mention. Without more to say, let's start with the video. With the first PC, we have one that I mentioned basically in every single video that I make, and this is because of the price to performance that this PC has. We're talking about the Victus 15L from HP. If you don't know anything about specifications, don't worry, I'll explain what this PC is capable of running, but basically it comes with the AMD Ryzen 5 5600G and the GTX 1660 Super with 6GB of VRAM. You also get 8GB of RAM, which is not the best, but at least you get it on dual channel with 2 sticks of 4GB. Now, I wouldn't go any lower than this, especially if you want to start with 1080p gaming. This one is going to be capable of 60 FPS average in most of 1080p games, even at the highest settings. And for esports titles, such as Valorant and CSGO, this one is going to be way more than capable of those 200 FPS on average. So if you want to buy a 144Hz or even a 240Hz 1080p monitor, this PC is going to be more than capable of this, but you have to keep in mind some upgrades that will help you out for your gaming performance and also for your storage. We are talking about upgrading the RAM to 16GB. This will help you out especially in games like Fortnite, but it will also help you out with multitasking. So if you want to have a lot of tabs opened, and the standard for gaming nowadays it's 16GB, so you have to keep that upgrade in your mind. You can do this upgrade really easily just by clicking on customize and buy and upgrade it from the website, but you can do it later on if you don't have the money to do it right now, so don't worry about it. The other upgrade that I recommend you doing is the storage. It only comes with 256GB of SSD, which is not bad to put Windows there, but you need more space for your games, especially if you're going to download some heavy games such as Red Dead Redemption 2 or Flight Simulator 2020. Once again, you can do the same process. If you have the money to, just go click on customize and buy and change it from there, the primary storage, to at least 15GB of SSD. If you can go for a terabyte, then great. If you don't worry, you can upgrade it later on. So let's recap about this PC. If you want something that's not too expensive for performance right now, that will run basically every single game at 1080p 60 FPS on average at least, of course depending on the game and depending on the settings, it can be way more or it can be less, then I think this PC is actually the right one for you. With the next one on the list, we have the Cyberpower PC from Amazon. This one has the i5-11400F, which is a really decent budget CPU. Then you get the RTX 2060, which is going to be better than the 1660 Super, and you also get ray tracing and DLSS. These are two technologies that will help you out with your overall gaming experience. Then you get 500GB of NVMe SSD. This may be enough for you depending on the games that you want to install once again. And then you get 8GB of RAM and you only get one stick, and this is where this PC is lacking, and that's why I didn't put it on my number one. If you're going to buy this PC, just make sure you put another stick of 8GB to make it 16. It's not only going to be better because you get 16GB, but it's going to be way better because you get 2 sticks, which is going to increase your gaming performance by a lot. You also get a front mesh panel. The airflow overall for this type of hardware is going to be alright. So if you upgrade it to 16GB, I think this PC is going to be great, but it's a little bit above $1,000. I know this video says under 1,000, but it's only $1,005, and the only reason that it's not number one is because the RAM upgrade is going to be necessary if you want a better performance. And then another upgrade that you can make down the line is the CPU cooler, because you get the Intel stock CPU cooler. We all know it's not the best one because it's the i5-11400F. You can get away with it for a couple months if you want, but I recommend you upgrading it down the line anyway. So this PC overall is going to have an increase over the Victus 15L, over the last one, mainly because of the GPU. It's going to be slightly better and you get new NVIDIA technologies. And with the last one, we have one from Newegg. It's actually on sale right now. You end up saving $350, which is a lot, and that's why I put it on my number one. You get the same RTX 2060, but here you get 16GB of RAM, so you don't have to upgrade anything, and it's below $1,000, so you end up spending $950. Yes, you get the i5-10400F, which is one generation older than the 11th gen, but believe me that the difference is not impressive. It's not something that you're going to notice, especially while gaming. If you want to upgrade the CPU, which is totally possible because this is a system integrator, you want to go with at least the i5-12400F or 12400 non-F, which is slightly better because you get those integrated graphics. You also get 500GB of SSD, once again, it might be enough for you, that depends on each case. And for the gaming performance, it's going to be really similar to the last one, but you're going to have better 1% lows because you get 16 gigs of RAM already on dual channel, so your games are going to be less laggy, and you're also going to have a better PC for multitasking, and it's cheaper at the end of the day. If you want to make the other gaming PC, the Cyberpower PC, better, you will have to upgrade the RAM, and if you do that, of course it's going to be better than this one, but you have to keep in mind that this one is $950 and the other one with the upgrade is going to cost around $1,050, so it's around $100 of difference. You have to keep that in mind. And also on the ABS Master, you get a better CPU cooler, so the temps overall might be better. So that was my whole list. If you found it helpful, leave a like and subscribe, but most importantly, hit the bell button like I said at the beginning of the video to get notified about this type of content. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section and I will help you out as fast as possible. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.